But I've heard that in drama you have to always take your shoes off.
It's just your weird drama teacher with a foot fetish.
Now, yeah.
That turned out to be Alfie Days.
Everyone just thinks I'm trying to be Jay. But it's like, we've just got a similar accent and the same medical brain condition.
Squeaky.
You don't think?
No.
No.
We're get ready for the Cam voice break special.
Yeah. Okay.
It's always when he says something serious as well, isn't it?
Literally, my voice like crypto in it, just up and down.
See, I never like my voice when my voice broke. Yeah, never. I literally got to 13. Yeah, and it was like, oh hello. And then like one day it just dropped and never had like a middle stage, and everyone all the time was going, "You still got that cold?" And it never went away.
Still got that cold.
Yeah, I still got that cold.
That's so sad.
People say that about Rice Gum, don't they? They say he's got a peg on his nose, like he sounds like that all the time.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah.
Rice Gum.
Peg on his nose.
His voice isn't. It's not high, is it? Is his voice?
I can't remember.
It does sound like he's got a it's not high. It sounds like he's got a blocked nose though. Like all the time, it sounds like he really needs to like blow his nose.
Yeah, I guess people like that makes me feel good about my voice. You know?
Yeah.
At least I haven't got like a nasally voice.
Does he still make videos?
Who?
I think he live streams. He does the
Streams.
GTA roleplay pish. I don't know if I don't think he makes videos anymore. No, I'm not the best person to ask at the end of the day.
He was everywhere at one point, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was fucking
hell.
banging.
When, like, what was it? The diss track.
Yeah.
Hey, all that was mad. That was a weird time of YouTube.
Yeah,
I was actually a fan of him back then. Not like fan, but like I was like, oh yeah, these videos are good. I was like, I wish I could be like that, but obviously I don't know. I look back.
Is that when he had like Afro gum?
We had Afro Gum, yeah.
That was quite iconic.
Yeah.
That was iconic.
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome back to the Antisocial podcast, the most attractive podcast in the world, guys, aren't we? Brought to you by Adrian Flux. Today, we are joined by who?
We are joined by Louis, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome, mate.
It's always really frustrating because every time I look at your name, I just want to say Louis.
Yeah, but like the thing is,
Why did your parents call you that?
I don't know. The thing is, yeah, like I had like teachers call me Louis my whole school life, and I never corrected them.
But surely
So,
Louis
like-
can be like a nickname for Louis, can't it?
Like Lou?
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like
Well, my family call me Lou. A lot of people call me Lou, and that just cuts out either side. I'm not Louis or I'm Lewis. But if someone called me Lewis, I wouldn't even like.
Did you not correct
change
your
it.
teachers because you were too shy or because you couldn't be asked?
Probably because I couldn't be asked. I don't think I was that shy. By like secondary school, I wasn't. Primary school, I would have just.
Did you look like this in school?
Oh, that's nasty. Have you always fucking looked like that? You always.
In what sense?
I feel like you have the aesthetic that you'd be like, fuck you, teacher, call me the way that I identify. But they'd be like, nah.
Oh, now I was a pussy. Now in school,
Really?
I was I was so different. I was like so quiet and timid and scared. I don't know what happened to me.
Lockdown.
It was so fucked. Like in school, like I think like when I was in like primary school, I was like that shy kid. I would literally stand in the corner and I wouldn't get involved in games. Like
Because
I can't imagine
straight
that.
away when I met you downstairs, I was like, you were just like chatty. I was like, oh, get in. I would never expect you to be like quiet.
yeah, like I completely did a 180. Like when I was a kid, like I wouldn't leave my mom. Like I had like attachment issues. I would like cry when she left me. I'd
Mummy
follow
issues.
around. Yeah.
So to see. Why are you laughing? You literally have that. Why are you laughing?
What do you mean I have that?
You have mummy issues.
I don't have mummy issues. I literally don't have mummy issues.
You have daddy issues.
That's what I have.
My issue is my mom was lovely, and I just like, and I think like
Me
I
too.
just
Hi, Driller.
my mom's a nice guy. But, like when I was younger, I was so like attached to my mom, and then I went to primary school, and I was just horrified of everything, and then all of a sudden I got to like year 7, and I don't know what happened. Like I just like
On the
I bloomed.
On the topic of mums, can you please tell everybody the story that you were telling us earlier
Which one?
about your girlfriend and the mum?
Oh yeah.
wait.
Pretty much. Lewis is dating his mum. That's what.
No, not dating his mum. Not dating his mum.
Not the story.
She's a very lovely lady.
that was the story. That was the story. He said he loves his mum so much that he's
Wants to shag her.
Hi guys, welcome to the... Yeah, wait, it's me dating Melody's mom.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. Well, I'm not dating Melody's mom.
No, that's not what you said.
Not anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, so she put a TikTok up, right? And she has like a thing, like she has so many TikToks go viral, right? And like, I didn't even know this had happened, right? She just uploads TikToks and like you just don't see them, right? And so she uploads every day. Sometimes I miss some. And she made a TikTok, and it was just like it was some sort of trend, and it was basically loads of pictures because there's like pictures of me and her mom hugging and stuff, like we've been drunk and like kissing it. No. There's loads of pictures of like me and her mom like hugging and stuff, and she'd mixed them like so well. So there'd be like a picture of me and her, and it, like the trend was like this is something, and then there'd be like a picture of me, her, and her mom, and then there'd be a picture of just me and her mom. So she really made out like she'd like introduced me into her life, and I just took her mom. Anyway, I didn't even know about this, right? I didn't even know about this, and I like she didn't even tell me nothing. Went viral, right? I'm on like an Instagram live, and people are like, I can't believe you're dating Melody's mom, and I just sort of like think like people are weird in my comments, yeah. So I was just like, huh, it's funny, and then like, I see some more, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, and I go online, and there's like fucking, it's got like 300, 400k likes.
So you haven't actually shagged Melody's mum? Is that
Well, that's not what I said.
okay?
No. There's no interrelation. No interrelation. Can we just pick a different topic? Or?
Yes.
No, we're not dating Melody's. I'm not actually dating Melody's mum. No, she's a lovely woman, but it's not for me.
It's not for you.
Not your
No.
type.
No.
Well, I want to take it back all the way to the start, right? Away from Melody's mum. Before
When you
start,
came out your
before
own
you
mum.
start, before you started shagging that mum.
Okay. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
When did you like start making content? What was it first? What platform?
So it's really weird, yeah. So obviously, like everyone is gonna know me from TGF, yeah. Like the majority of people. I've sort of like made my own thing now, but years and years ago, actually, I think I started making YouTube videos when I was like 15, and I'm like 24 now. Like I was actually like,
You're 24.
yeah.
Thank fucking God.
Why?
He's 20.
They always call me old. Aha.
Oh,
Wait,
I am.
are you 25 this year?
Nah.
No, yeah, old cunt.
Oh, you're older. Fuck,
Yeah,
sorry,
he's
man.
half a century, quarter century
just
this year.
said yes.
Was it YouTube first then?
Yeah, but like when because TikTok and that didn't really like exist. So what happened is I made YouTube videos, and it just didn't go anywhere. Like I think I had a problem. Like I was so like ADHD that I was addicted. Like things had to happen there and then. And like I used to go through stages where like I'd make some videos, but I didn't get 10 million views, and I wasn't a full-time YouTuber, so I'd get disheartened. And which is like the worst way to be. Consistency is the most important thing, and I know that now. But back then I'd be like, well, they're not doing well. Then I'd stop, and then I'd come back to it, and then I'd stop, and that happened like till I was about
That's interesting.
20, 21.
So were you doing it purely to try and get somewhere, but not enjoying it?
I think like I was enjoying it, but like I don't really know what it was. Like I can't tell you. Like I just wanted to like. Maybe I did just want people to like. I'm a very different person. I think I was just very like ego driven, and I think I wanted people. If people weren't seeing it, it's like, what's the point? Like, what's the point?
Seeking validation.
But yeah, I must have been, but I don't know why. Like I had like a complete change. Me before 19 was a completely different person. I think, like I said, it was weird. I went from shy to having loads of confidence. I think it went too far. Like I had so much fucking ego.
Just never
I
stop.
don't know who
Personality changed too far.
Yeah, I don't know who I thought I was.
So did the confidence come from starting YouTube?
Nah, I think it was just like the classic, like I did theatre and stuff in school, and like, I went to like a music school and stuff. I hated music then. I didn't do music.
We're
but-
so like.
Yeah,
I'm the
but-
exact same. I used to do drama in school.
Yeah, and
Big
I
up.
like, and everyone always says it like, oh, I did drama and it made me come out of my shell, but like, I think it did. Like, I actually
No,
think it did.
it genuinely did. Like I said the exact same. Like
Oh.
it's strange that you're saying that because I felt the exact same. That I was like super shy and super like, and then as soon as I left school, I was like, I just don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't know. And obviously when you do the content, it helps as well.
I've heard a rumor that in drama you have to take your shoes off for everything. Is that a thing?
Is that not just Japan?
That's for dance.
Japan.
Japan?
Yeah.
What?
Then they did that in Japan. Is that not like a Japanese?
Yeah, they take their shoes off
Ting,
before they go
it's
indoors into
everywhere.
Japanese ting. Charlie Rock's
Did
got a
they?
quote there.
I'm not sure, but I've heard that in drama you have to always take your shoes off. if
And,
you do
and,
something.
and ours we
Well,
do. We had like
That was just your weird drama teacher with a foot fetish.
Now your pants.
Yeah. We had like a really nice studio and it was like really bouncy, so it was fun taking your shoes off. Like we do it, it was fun. We bounce around.
Oh, okay, so you can confirm them rumors aren't true then.
No, we did take our shoes off.
Oh, you did.
You did. I never did. For like dance, we did. Because I went to like a performing arts school, like it was everything, but I hated music.
That's so you hate, right. Let's stop that. You hate music, but now you do music.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
where did the love for it come back?
I have no idea because I wanted to do theatre. I always wanted to be an actor and stuff like that. And then I went to college to do like theatre and stuff like A level, and I hated it. I thought it was so shit. And then I got a tattoo when I was about 18, and my theatre teacher was like, "Yeah, it's this little one here." And I got a tattoo. My theatre teacher was like, "You can't be an actor like if you're gonna get tattoos." So I think I just chose tattoos and then just like bun
In
that off
what
completely.
fucking planet did this blood clot say that you can't be an actor with tattoos?
He was like one of those theatre teachers, you know what I mean? Like we did like weird shit like in our theatre. You know, like A level theatre is different to like theatre at school.
Was he thinking you were going to go on Downton Abbey?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know, but like that was like that was the thing. He was like, yeah, like you like if you haven't tattoos, you can't be an actor. And I was like, all right, cool. So I just
To be
gave
fair,
up.
I think it more
What
just
the
limits
fuck?
your roles, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
and it's like
Yeah.
so if you're already famous, yeah, and you go into a role, like let's say fucking Zac Efron or something gets loads of tattoos now, they'll cover him because he's worth covering. But let's say I go in for an audition and I've got literally 2 sleeves of tattoos, and they're gonna go, we could literally spend 2 hours in the morning covering them up, or we could just pick someone else.
Yeah.
Like I don't have anything to like. I'm not like.
You really do limit yourself like to do that. The thing is, like, if you've got a few inconspicuous tattoos, but you've already kind of said this, like, where the confidence goes too far, then you've kind of gone past the level of tattoos where it's going to be like, you know what, we could probably hide a small smiley, but then his whole arms and legs are covered.
Yeah, I would be.
You couldn't be a monk.
No, I don't plan on it, to be honest. But
So when that guy said that, what was that, like a kick in the teeth for acting?
Not specifically. I think like after being in that theatre class, I don't think it was necessarily what I wanted anyway. I was just lost, and then I ended up going to uni for film in the end, because I did media and stuff at college, and I went to go for film, and I fell out of love with that as well. So like I came out of uni, I didn't like film, and I didn't like theatre, and I was just lost.
Would you say you have like slight commitment issues to passions?
Oh, definitely. Like I'm like that. Oh, when I was younger, I would like get into something, I would go so hard. I would be like, I would get good at it really
Obsessed.
quick, and I would just stop.
That's
Like
like
a
a hyper-focus thing.
hyper-focus thing. Yeah.
0%, 100%.
Yeah. It like, and I'm way better at it now, like managing it. Like, I think it was weird because when I got into music, which was really late, I was like 22 when I got into music. I did not make music whatsoever.
So how did you get into music then at 22?
I have no idea. Like, it was just something it's weird because I started writing lyrics down on like a piece of paper, or probably on like a Google Drive thing or something, when I was like really depressed when I was like 21, 22. And these lyrics, honestly, it's ridiculous. I was talking about dying.
Yeah, we wanted to introduce this to you if you want to talk about it. Do you want to?
We'll go from this. I've got an 079 calling me. That can wait. So I guess like if we're going to talk about music, we can talk about this now, yeah. So I think kind of where I want to know that you said when you're 22. So what are your musical inspirations, so to speak? Have you got any direct ones? Because I was hearing some likeliness between some things. We're listening to something this morning. Cam said you said slow tie a little bit for you.
Yeah, I thought you sounded like not like slow tie, but the whole style of it was a bit that kind of thing.
So I went from like making rap music to like making like pop punk music.
Yeah.
And like, well, it's sort of a bit of both now. Like I've sort of like got rap elements as well. Like, I don't know, but I started making rap music. I used to listen to like a lot of 21 Pilots. Still like them, but when I started listening to 21 Pilots, I was just depressed, and all their songs about being depressed, and I was like, that's me. That's fucking me. And I was like, and that's so, when I started writing lyrics, it was like, that's who my inspiration was. I was also sad. I'll write sad stuff, so I was just writing like just depressing stuff. My first song is deep. It's just weird to listen to.
You released a song on the 26th of March. And it was a song about, I don't know how much you want to go into this, but it was a song about a past relationship you had.
Oh, yeah, my last song that came out. Yeah.
Tied to you.
Yeah, I think like, I got so good at writing about sad stuff, but like, I feel like when you write a song, like the best things come from like the most powerful emotions.
Yeah.
So whether you're like extremely happy or extremely sad, like I have to like channel that. And like with that was just one of those things that stuck with me. It was just years ago I had a shitty relationship, and like it's just nice to make it into like a product.
Is it difficult to put your head like back in that space? Because obviously you've been through it, and then you have to go back into that like headspace where you were in the relationship to write the song.
Yeah, it's weird because like whenever I write songs, like I couldn't write a song about something that never happened.
Yeah.
Like I struggle so hard. Like a lot of people, like Ed Sheeran will write songs for other people. Which I can't even like fathom how he does that. Guy is mad talented. But I like with that, like I don't know, like it was just like when I have voice notes of songs, like it'll just me like in the shower and me going, and then like I'll just have a few lyrics, and I don't know, I'm way past that now. But you're right, yeah, putting yourself back into it, not necessarily really. I think I was all right doing it, to be fair.
Do you when you look for the lyrics, we'll talk about some of the meaning, but when you trying to write a song, do you look for your melody first, or do you just write lyrics? Like for me personally, I write lyrics, then I try and fit melody around it.
So mine's like, when I come up with like a little bit of a melody, I'll usually have like a few little lyrics like in my head. Like, so I'll have like a little voice note, and it'll be like, with the last song, it was like, you'll see like a voice note and I'm in the shower and I'll be like, with the shower in the background, yeah. And like, that, I'll just go from there, but I'll leave that then. And then I'll just come back to it when I'm like ready to properly sit down. But like, I always know what the song's going to be about.
Okay.
Like straight away from those lyrics, because I'm usually like, it just comes from something that's happened to me. But with the last one, like it's a shitty situation, but it's nice to like turn it into something that's positive.
Yeah, you were saying
that
at least I can make money off it.
Yeah, at least I can make money off it. That's exactly what I said. Yeah, it's like she was a horrible person, and it was a really shitty time. And like but now I'm not there. Do you know what I mean? Like I would never have been. I wasn't even writing music when that happened.
How old were you when you were in that relationship?
like 19.
Oh, so that was around the time you were talking about when you were sad.
Yeah, like, so it was mad. So I went to university and I was sort of like lost and whatever. And then when I was at university, my best friend killed himself while I was at uni. And it was about, when did you start uni? Like September-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this was January. This happened. It was a few days after my birthday. So like my best friend killed himself. And my whole life just switched. Like my whole, like...
When was
like,
your birthday?
8th of January.
okay.
And his was like I think he died on the 12th. Yeah, it would have been. That's literally on my arm. He died on the 12th. And like, I completely changed as a person. Like, it just changed me. Like, I had no ego left.
It does. It like brings you down back to ground, doesn't it? Like it just proper like breaks you down.
Yeah, like I think I needed to be broken down to like build myself to where, like, because I'm so happy with who I am as a person now. Like I'm so like proud of like myself. Do you know what I mean? But mate, it was rough. Like I just came back and I didn't even think it affected me to start with. Like I was like, oh, like
Like a
you know,
denial kind of thing.
Yeah, like I think I was like, oh, no, he's in like a better place and this. And how I justified it was like, if you have a friend and they get hit by a car, that wasn't their choice. Like that got completely taken away from them. Do you know what I mean? But if someone's like is generally in that place and they kill themselves, obviously it's not the best thing to do. Like there's way better options than doing that. But there was some sort of comfort in me of knowing like he wanted that at that time. That's what he wanted. Whether it was the best decision and whether he could have got out of it, like there was some peace of mind. But I think I was using that to cover up how I was feeling about it.
Oh, so was that your initial
Do you know what I mean?
reaction?
Yeah, my initial reaction. So I like obviously bawled my eyes out, cried for a couple of days, and then I sort of put that wall up. And it was just like, oh, but like, you know, he wanted it, and like, do you know what I mean? I was like, I find some peace in that, and which I still to a degree agree with. But I just did that for like a year, and a year later, like it just hit me. It was honestly like a year I put it off
It's
for.
because initially you kind of everything you can justify it, don't you? You
Yeah.
kind of think, oh well, it happened because of this. This is why it's okay. This is why it's okay. But then when like you say a year later, that's where kind of you're like fuck.
Yeah.
And you'll just be sitting one day, and then it's just like it just hits you, doesn't
It's
it?
just when you feel like sometimes it's completely accessible, you could like justify it for whatever means that you've said already, and then say for example something, it could be the smallest of things, and you'd be like, okay, so this has just happened, and then you think, oh, I'm just gonna text them or I'll see them, and then you're like,
Yeah,
Mm,
I went
yeah.
from this.
reminded like that, and you're like, oh shit.
My thing was like I realised because I had a girlfriend at the time that he died, and we sort of broke up. Through like because I had shit going on. Like it was just like it was a bit rough for me. Like we sort of drifted apart. I broke up with her, I think. But it came to like a year later, and I found myself missing her, and this was really bizarre. And like I just had this feeling come back, and then I started feeling bad then I started missing him. I just had this mad breakdown. I was like, I'm feeling these feelings from like a year ago because everything sort of happened at once. It was really bizarre, but I had this like moment where I realised that when I was 19 and like even younger than 18, 17, I was just an asshole. And like I hated, like I can't even think about who I was. Like it's so weird. It's hard to explain, but like I was just addicted to so many people, like so many girls, so many even like friends and stuff. I was just an ass. And I sat there this one night and I literally I messaged like maybe 5 or 6 ex-girlfriends, and it was like just for my own peace of mind. And that every message started with like, I don't expect you to reply to this. I was like, I just want to let you know. And like I just explained, I'd apologise for everything I did. It was more to get it off my chest. And a few replied, and the girl that I was seeing at the time, she was like, honestly, she's like, you were going through shit. I'd seen messages of how I spoke to her, and it wasn't like I was never like aggressive or mean, and I was never like I was never, what's the word?
Just like
Not
abusive or
initial. I was never like that. I just didn't really care, and I was just very self-absorbed, and like I just never really cared about. When I see texts that I sent her, and I was just like, it was the equivalent. Like it wasn't that blunt, but it was equivalent of like she'd be like, "Oh, I've had a shitty day." I'm like, "Well, my friend's dead." Do you know what I mean? And it's like, who the fuck says
You
that?
toxic little bastard.
Bro, it was awful. I was literally disregarding that she'd had a bad day
Yeah.
because my day was worse.
Yeah.
But like, who
I
am
hear
I
that.
to say that my day was worse? And like, it just changed me, and like, took me a while to sort of build up from that. But like, it was mad. Like, I can't even put myself in the headspace of that person.
So is
It's
this when you were
fucked.
talking about how eventually it just broke you down, then you built yourself up as a new person?
Yeah, and I've just like, like it's like building yourself up when you're a little bit older as well. Like it's like you're a bit more together of yourself. Do you know what I mean? So like from like 21 onwards, like I was just me building on who I've become really. So like that's the most confident I've ever felt. I probably had more ego back then. I probably thought I was more confident, but I wasn't. I was so insecure.
It's delusional confidence though, which is
100%,
like, but you
100%.
do need that kind of stuff like to grow,
Mm.
and the person that you were then obviously isn't the person that you are now, which is
I'd beat
where
him up.
but I want to take like these kind of things and bring it back to the music part. So you've got quite a few songs actually. To be fair, for someone who started music when you were 22, you've actually got quite a few songs on your discography.
Yeah.
I hate that word so much.
Mate, and it's such an
so
awkward
ugly,
word.
isn't it? Discography. All right, so I've got here that you've got quite an eclectic mix between like your most recent one, Tied to You, and Green. So just why, like, is it like a journey that you've taken from? You said that you started with rap. So I can really see that. Whereas now it's kind of tying in. Is there a reason for this?
So my thing is, I think because I got into lyrics first.
Yes.
So it all comes from lyrics, and like the best lyrics and the most clever lyrics are in rap music. Like there's a lot of clever lyrics in like other music, but it's all in like rap music. Those clever like lyrical.
Because you can get 15 times the amount.
Yeah,
in
exactly.
the song.
So I think I just naturally progressed into rap music because of the lyrics, and like I couldn't really sing. Like, well, I thought I couldn't sing. I didn't know it was something you could learn. So I just started making rap music. I don't even listen to rap music, bro. Like, I don't. I was putting it out, and like I would like listen to it back, and I would like once I would post it, and I would never listen to it again. And I kept doing that with like my rap music, and like Green, I don't mind that song, and I don't mind a lot of rap music, but I was making it, and I'd release it, and like, that was it. And I'd go back, and I would listen to like I don't know, I'd listen to like old school pop punk music, like proper like skateboard shit.
But I really think that suits like not only the aesthetic, but also like the kind of the sound. I feel like it really does.
So many people said that, you know. So many people said
You've got the same arc as like Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah, exactly. But you know what's weird? Like he's one of the reasons I did that, because like in my head, and I don't know what I thought was going on, but like I thought, oh, I'll make rap music now. I can't change. I had that in my head, but like I had like I don't know, like 2,000 monthly listeners. Like I was like, if I'm gonna change, it's now. And Machine Gun Kelly releasing that music, I was like, fuck, like he's changed, and he's like 10 years into a music career.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck. So I'd be lying if I said I didn't completely copy what he did. I was like, I want to make that music as well, because it's music I already listened to from like
100%.
skateboarding and stuff, and I was like mad. And then I literally just went to my friend's house, and I was like, I want to make a pop punk track, like rather than a rap track, and he was like, all right. And that was the reaction, and we released it, and like the reaction was so much different. Like I feel like the rap music's all right. Like lyrically, it's all right, but like you said, maybe it just wasn't me. Like people weren't connecting with it.
I don't think it's not you. I just think that it's not like I speak very honestly. But I think it's you can tell the difference between 2020, like the song back then, and then the most recent release, where when you release music and stuff, like it's going to be like a journey, and you're going to try and find your sound. And I feel like you were releasing songs before you had found your sound.
100%.
You know? And whilst they've got some more here that's coming, but you can see that you're trying to say a lot in these songs, which is great. Like the message and the vision is class. But when you're talking to me about how rap music and stuff, like they've got the best lyrics. So in Tied to You, that you've got, I can get the message, what you're coming across, but then when you have like the breakdown, the bit where you start rapping, then I'm like, oh shit, she hit him. Kind of thing. I was just like, right, okay, yeah. But whereas before, you're kind of alluding to the fact of like abuse. Like there's a line that you've got when you just say that you're pretty much like I'm no good to you, but basically that you weren't you're not good without them. Like you need
I
that
can't even remember
person.
the lyric.
I mean, I will find it.
What is it? Like a Genius video?
I know I'm better
Oh,
off
so you
without you, but I'm no good on my own.
There you go.
Yeah,
there
yeah,
you go.
yeah.
Yeah, I know I'm better off without you, but no good on my own.
Yeah.
And I just thought, shit, fair enough. Like,
Yeah.
I can relate. Like, I can relate to those lyrics, and there's a lot of things inside of that song where you talk about it's like an unreciprocated energy between a person, and I feel like you probably would not only tap into other people's minds, but you're also talking about your own experience.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think that was the best thing about like what I was gonna say is completely switched. Like the reception from these newer songs, I feel like it gives people like rap music is a lot of good lyrics, but people struggle to connect with them sometimes because they're so quick. The lyrics gone. Whereas like I had like from the first song was also about a bad relationship, and like from the first song I've got people messaging me being like, oh my god, like I relate to this. Like oh my god, I feel the same. And the reception was mad.
And how does that make
so
you
much
feel?
different. Like I felt like people were appreciating the music for once and not just like good song.
Yeah.
It was like, oh my god, this reminded me of this. This is this. And I'm like, I'm making those songs that people remember, that remind them of other things. And I was like, that's mad. Like you're tapping into people's brains, like
and it's better
their own memories.
Yeah,
that's fucked.
it's better for like a community as well. You're gonna get so much more like dedicated viewers that'll come back if you keep like showing like situations they've related to.
That's what I think. And I think my thing as well with like, my one thing I decided to do when I was like 21, rather than like, it was like never lie, whether that was to myself or to anyone else. Like because I think I did a lot of lying. like a lot to myself. You know what I mean? Like I was just lying that I was confident. I wasn't. I was so insecure, bro. I'd get a parting in my hair, bro, in the wind, and I'd be like, oh my god, I got a big forehead. Oh my god, I'm sweating, bro, through my t-shirt. But then I'm coming off like this confident person. I was lying to everyone. Like, and like this, I've lost track of where we were.
You were just
where was I going from?
You were saying
yeah, like having like a fan base in that. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
People connect to your music. How did I get to that? How did I go back? I've completely lost my train of
You're
thought.
you're loving life. It's fine. It's ADHD.
Yeah.
I just ADHD. I just blipped. I just lost.
You were talking about how
my ping is gone.
You said you never wanted to lie because you lied a lot.
Sorry, that's where I was going. So I never wanted to lie, so I was always just be honest. And the same with my music. I was like the same thing. Like I don't want to lie about these things. Like tied to you is like, I don't want to have this thing in my head where I'm like, oh, like I don't want to talk about that. Like I'm like, let's talk about it. And like the same, like with that tied to you, I was like, this happened. Other people are going through this. Why is like, well, there is people talking about it now, but
of course,
like it's not an approachable
that
topic of conversation. But so many people messaged me about tied to you. Like I had a guy who was actually a close friend. Well, not that close. We're like internet friends, but he messaged me and he reached out and like he's in a very like open like online relationship. Like and all their content's like together and stuff like that. And he messaged me. He's like she's like that. Like she's like that to me, and I was like, "Fuck, man!" Like, and I was just giving him like, all the advice I can. Like, called him for hours, but like, this is someone that like I knew, and didn't tell me these things. But then like, I released a song, and even my a close friend is like coming to me and being like, "This happens to me." Like, it opens conversation for so many things, and it's crazy, man. Like that's so important.
I think maybe for your own sake, but also like releasing that song, that it's something that could be quite cathartic because you feel like it's something that it's like a release of pressure. It's like your story.
Yeah,
you put it in an art form,
but
then it's definitely a nice feeling probably for you to realise that you aren't alone in that fact, that there's actually a lot of other people. Like when I say to you, like I relate to a lot of stuff that's in that song.
Yeah.
And then I know that there's a lot of other people that do relate to that.
Yeah.
There's so many lyrics and so many moments in that song, which I'm just like, Jesus.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
It's one of those things,
like,
like,
fair enough.
Yeah, like as a guy, like you just like to admit it's different nowadays, and like obviously like it's coming from me now, it's completely different. But like even still, like to say that you got hit by your girlfriend was like, and like she never like beat me up or anything. It was just like rather than use her words, she would like hit me, and like then what can you say to that? Like you have to be quiet, don't you? Like
I think,
and it just silences you, and that's the worst bit.
What I loved about it though is that until the breakdown, it was where it was brought to light about physicality. A lot of it just seemed like a lot of mental torture that you'd been through.
Yeah, that was what it was more.
Which is what I was just like, wow. You were very vulnerable in that song, but it's also it put into like a pop punk kind of
Fuck you.
and I'm just like,
wow,
it's getting at me.
I always think it's a talent that you can like. So you know how you were feeling in that moment.
Yeah.
How you can make the audience feel in a song how you were feeling. Do you know what I mean? Because that's a difficult skill. You can tell people, but it's like, can you make them feel how you were feeling when they listen to the song? Do you know what I'm trying to say?
I think like what I love like about songs is when like someone uses like an example of something that's like you're not just describing like she hurt me. It's like you relate it to something else. Like one of the lyrics is like I'd run through glass to feel your lips, and you wouldn't lean in for the kiss.
Yeah.
And like, it's not just saying like, oh, I do more than you do. It's like, that's what I'm saying. It's like if you run through glass to someone and then you stood there and they wouldn't even lean in for the rest of the kiss. Like it's like to put it into like a, what's the word?
Unreciprocated.
No, the word for like something that is it a simile?
Simile or metaphor?
Yeah, a metaphor. That's the word. Yeah, like to put things into metaphors. I love that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Like that's what's
that verse was fucking sick though, because the one about like an unreciprocated kiss, and the line that was before that as well, because I was listening, I was just like, that was also very fucking good. Like, the whole playthrough.
I think like because the start of it was like, I'd drive for hours to get to you, you wouldn't walk across the room. I'd run through glass to feel your lips, you wouldn't lean in for the kiss. And it's like, it's not just saying like you don't do that. It's like it's like these feelings that like people have felt like, oh my god, like with this relationship, I was like that, like I would have done that,
100%.
Like, you know what I mean? It's describing the feeling, but not just like on a surface level. Like you've gone deeper. Like this is what it feels like you're doing. It feels like you're running through glass.
And you know,
do you know what I mean?
You know what I did love about that as well. It's not a guilt trip saying like, oh, I do all of this for you and you don't do it back. It's how you feel in the personal moment, which is what I really thought was clever about this, because for someone who's in a relationship that is like that, as you've been through. When you love someone like that, or you feel like you love someone like that, and you want to really show them your love and your affection, you will do the most. It's not doing what they ask you to do. Yeah. It's going out of your way to make sure that you are being the best man that you can be for that person. Yeah. And then when none of that energy is ever returned back to you, it always hurts, because you're like, I would literally walk across like fire for you kind of thing, and then you would literally probably just watch me do that.
It was like it was always like, and then like I just felt like with that situation, it's so weird because to feel like you're doing everything and someone just like
yeah,
do you know what I mean? Like
it's passive.
Yeah, it's so bad, and like it gets so in your head, like because now I'm so strong-willed, and it sounds weird to say because now I'd be like, yo, fuck off.
Yeah.
But I would back then, like she'd go out on like a Saturday night, but like it sounds so weird, but like I wasn't allowed to go out on Saturday nights because she didn't trust me. So like I would stay at home, and she would go out, and then like she would come home. And then that was it. Like I would just be waiting in the house, and somehow in my head,
you were like, "This is all right."
I was like, "Makes sense." But like we could go out, but only if she was there. Like I could go out if we went out as like a group of friends. Like, but she was there. But like the whole night, like, honestly, if I like looked anywhere else,
like
it was
extreme
so bad.
control,
so bad. Yeah. And then like usually I would just end up like we would just end up going home early, and like my friends would be like, "Come on, man!" Like, and I had this friend called Corey at the time, and should I mention his name? Yeah, it's all right. Yeah,
you can bleep it if you want.
No, it'll be all right. And I had him at the time, and like we would literally, I would be like about to go out, and she'd be like, "Yeah, it's fine. Like you can go out, like you can go and see him." And I'd be like, "All right, I don't."
As if you'd have to ask
her.
Yeah.
Yeah. And but like she would like be like, "Yeah, it's fine," and he'd be like, "I'm outside," and then she'd just start an argument, like
with him.
No, with me.
Oh.
But
she walk out, "Fuck you!"
Like, and I've got
not on the drive.
And I'd be messaging him. I'd literally be sending him messages like, "Just 5 minutes, bro. Just give 5 more minutes," and I'd be there in an hour. And I don't know what they were even about, but it was just like the fact that like it wasn't.
No, because she'd say it'd
so
be okay,
weird.
but then that she'll find a reason to argue with you for something like that. I get it.
It was so bizarre.
Yeah,
so
the
bizarre.
worst type of people are the people that just search for arguments for no reason. It's like
but it's the
strive
ultimate
with that?
manipulation though that it's like it's not the way that it is it's so hard to like think about how because my mind doesn't work like that. But you can. Once you're out of it, you can kind of see is that, no, it's fine, everything's cool. And then you're just like, oh, all clear, I'm just going to go out. But then something will happen because the energy somehow shifted. Then suddenly there's going to be an argument that's been made because, but for no reason. Like, but you're not starting it, but there is something to argue about.
And then,
do you get me?
Yeah, and because I'm like trying to be a good person. I'm like staying to try and resolve the argument. And if I leave, I'm then the bad person.
Yeah.
Because like she's like, this needs resolving, and you're just gonna walk out. But it's like, no.
It's like putting it back on you.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. That and I don't know how you've made this my fault, but now it's my fault. And like, if I don't fix it, I walk away, and then you'll go, you always fucking walk out, and I'm just like, I don't. I need to like, and then it'll be like honestly, it'll be like an hour, and it would happen over and over again.
Speaking about walking out and anger, I want to talk to you about Late.
Yes. Yeah.
First thing, what do you think about that song?
Don't mind it. We did it in like 2 hours. Obviously, I'm not a huge fan of like
overproduction.
My rap music.
Okay.
To be fair, but that was just quite a simple one that we just put out. Really, I didn't think there was too much thought into that one. That was just sort of like, in terms of lyrically, that was just sort of like me, like with obviously like with like the TGF thing, that just boosted everything I did before. Like obviously, like, those guys just literally saved my life. Like that literally just boosted everything I was doing. And it's mad 'cause I've been doing this stuff for so long, and like you do YouTube and stuff like that, and everyone's like, "Oh, you can't do this." Like, "Oh, YouTube, like music. Oh, you're not going to do this." And then like all of a sudden, people are listening to me, and whether it was like a boost or not, I'm not going to lie that that's the reason like it's getting the streams. Like it's keeping them is what I'm trying to do. But they gave me this huge boost, and like all your friends come like running back, and they're just like all this. And Late was just like me being like, I want to be on James Corden, and that's what it started.
Yeah.
Like that's where I want to get to, like to the point where like James Corden's inviting me on, and that's what the whole song was basically about. But
for me, like, I just got angry energy from the song. Like, for you, like, there's a part of it where you said, you have to block me when I pop off. And I'm just like, why so aggressive? What's
I have okay, there was like a lot of people that I knew. I'm from Telford, like, there's just a lot of people that are so snaky, and like, they'll just like, they think I'm dumb. Because you've got these people, like even people that were close to me, these are like people that were really close to me, and they're like messaging me, and it's just slightly different energy, and like I just know, like just saying how are you a bit more, but it's like you didn't do that before.
Since you blew up.
Yeah, and it's so annoying. Like it's almost insulting that you think I'm that dumb, and I think that's where the anger come from. It's like, oh, how you doing? Oh, do you want to hang out? And it's like
it's a small talk.
Yeah,
it's a small talk that gets
honestly.
To me. It's
ridiculous.
like just get to the point. They're like, hey, how are you? I'm like, good. What do you want? Like what? Just like
what? You selling bracelets or something?
I would
put on my story.
I wouldn't fucking mind if you just
pyramid scheme.
Like I've had people come to me and just be like, look, I'm looking for a favour. Can you do that? Like I respect that a lot more than people that just like do the small talk before. I'm like, fuck off.
Like we're not friends. I've got a guy, And like he'll post, like, we were friends like 4 years ago, and like we literally fell out, and he'll post pictures on his Instagram every time a memory comes up and be like, remember this? I'm not gonna lie, there's about 40 messages I haven't replied to, and he'll tag me in stories constantly, and it's like, what are you trying to achieve
Like,
here?
get the message.
A lot of like that song, and there was a few lyrics in Green were about that kind of like that guy and people that are like him. Like, it just pissed me off. I think that's what it was.
So, do you kind of pride yourself on relatability? Because obviously we spoke about Tied to You, and then for me, in Late Late, it's also like with all your songs, like you said, you're speaking about like your own truth and stuff. But is relatability something that you really try to aim for with your lyrics, or is it mainly just like what you want to do?
I think like I'm a human being, so I think I'm a human being, and I think just like I pride myself in honesty, and there's relatability in honesty. Like no one's. I think it's the same with like the way that I think all sort of social media should go is this just like raw honesty. Like, I don't think you should hold anything back. I think
they're the people that are winning right now.
Yeah, the people that are going to continue are the people that are themselves. Like, you had like the initial start of like YouTube was like these vlogs and stuff, and like these people doing vlogs, and it was all so fake when you look back at it. It's like fake happiness and fake days, and like, oh, we do this, we do that, and like you get, and like where are they all now? Like, because
in the pantry.
Yeah, but it's like these people that are carrying on are the people that were true to themselves, and they're honest, and they're like, they're who they are, and they're making what they really wanted to make, because you can see that, like,
and then their audience grows up with them rather than like grow out them.
Yeah, because you haven't like, look at Morgs, for example. He's switched now, hasn't he? Like, he's trying to like be like the real Morgs, because like he's been pretending for so long. How tiring that must be. That's not him. That's not even someone he likes.
I think that's why there's like an outburst of like podcasts, because you get to see people for like who they actually are, because you can't fake who you are on a podcast like for so long.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Tired.
Yeah, you'd be so tired. But I think that's the reason why like podcast clips blow up. But anyway, I wanted to take it back when you were saying there at the start about Jay and Romell, how they've helped you so much.
Yeah.
I think for a lot of people watching, they'll be interested. How did you first get involved with them?
So like, do you want like the long version or? Like,
yeah, give us the long version.
Give us the clip.
So like, when I welcome to the clip, guys. When I went to uni, when I was at uni, I was on about. So like, I had no friends at uni. I hated it, right? I hated everyone there, right? I was on a film course, and everyone was coming from like doing English and stuff, and like they taught me just everything I knew that I did in like BTEC media. Yeah, I did a BTEC,
wasn't it?
yeah, it was awful. So like I had like maybe like two friends, right? And the one guy, he straight away was like energetic, came to me, and like we got on like straight away, like really, really good friends. And he was like, oh, like I'm friends with these guys back home when they make videos. I was like, oh, what they called? They're like, oh, TGF. And I was like, oh, mad, like that's so sick. So he introduced me to them. I think they had like 10K, something like that.
10K?
Yeah. So they had like, I don't know if it was about 10K. It was under 100K. It was like a really small amount. And they showed me them, and I was interested straight away. I've always been a bit like that, but not on camera, like, you know, from like skateboarding and stuff. As they were just like, they were just being like nutty kids, like nutty teenagers, like on camera. I was like, this is sick. And like he, like, you know, he was always talking about him. He's like, oh yeah, like I was talking to him yesterday, like always like bigging himself up as he was friends with him. He had like 3K on YouTube, and me had been doing YouTube at this point for like 5 years and I had about 500 subscribers. I was like, oh my God, this guy's famous. Like, he's fucking doing it. Right? So I was like looking up to this guy so much, right? He had a clothing brand, he had a YouTube channel. I was like, fucking hell, this is insane. So,
and that turned out to be Alpha Days.
Yeah, really nice guy. But he was like, yeah, he was really nice to me. He got on really well. Took photos for his like clothing brand, everything. Like, he's like helping me like make YouTube videos. Like, we made one for my channel. It was sick. And then my friend died. I went off uni, come back, and like I walked in, and like he hadn't texted me the whole time. Like, he knew it happened. Like I'd been away for like 3 weeks. Hadn't messaged me asking me if I was fine. I was like, this guy's like one of my best mates. Like, what the fuck? Like, so then I come back to uni, and he's like hanging out with like maybe like 5 or 6 people that he used to just like rinse. Like, he's just like took the piss out of. I was like, that's so bizarre, like whatever. And I was like, you're right, man. And he like looked at me and looked away, and I was like, what the fuck? That's the weirdest shit ever. Like, texting me, never replied, and he never spoke to me again. And it was the weirdest energy, bro. I don't know what it was. It was like, as soon as I was like, I have no idea. He messaged me like a few weeks after that to take more photos for his clothing brand. And like, I had like barely any friends, so I was like, oh yeah, like we'll do it. So like I did it again, and then like he didn't speak to me after it, and I was like, what, do you just? I think he just wanted to use whatever he could from me. And it was so bizarre. And then he never spoke to me again. But obviously I was watching TGF from then.
Yeah.
That was it, really. Like, I was always just confused. Like, this guy was like one of my closest friends. I still don't know what. It was the most bizarre shit. Like,
You've never heard it from him since?
Nah, such an asshole. Like, what a prick. Like, your mate's friend dies and you just like decide to not be friends with him. Like, what the fuck?
Do you regret not just going like, what's it? Because for me, like, I'm the type of person that like want an answer. I'd be like, I'd confront him and be like, what the fuck? Like, why acting
it was
like
so
this?
strange. And I had like a friend that I went to uni with, and he started being friends with him, and I know that he used to like talk shit about me and stuff, and I'm like, this is the most.
What's his name and
shit.
address? Should we roll up?
Yeah, like I'm down.
Charlie, you look like we look like the least intimidating people to roll up.
Yeah, I think we'd get there and we'd look at his house and
bro,
be like,
Maybe we should roll really close and go say angry words.
Yeah,
and then roll up.
We'll shout out the window
We'll chef a man.
in a really fast car.
Should we just talk about it inside?
I can't even drive.
We won't even roll down the window. We'll just shout it from inside the car. Fuck you.
Well, we'll think it.
Yeah,
loudly.
We'll think about it. We'll think about it.
I mean, the fact is that if we're going to drive there, that might be a good thing.
Yeah, how would we drive there?
I don't
With
know,
who?
just
Like,
very quick.
what car? What?
I think we just
insurance
literally
do you
just roll
use?
straight into it very quickly. It's just with Adrian Flux, to be honest with you, mate.
Oh, they'll fix our cars.
No.
Hello, welcome to the integration. Thank you, Adrian Flux, for sponsoring this podcast again. We love the people at Adrian Flux. Basically, if you haven't heard of these people before, these people will save you money on your next car insurance. They're great for young drivers, where they have policies such as black box policies. If you're versed in driving, or if you're not, don't worry, because one of these policies can literally half your current plan or your new plan. If you want to see if you can save money on your next car insurance, literally take you 2 minutes. You can do it whilst you're listening to this integration right now in a brand new tab. All you need to do is click the first link in the description, and there's a website which you'll go to, and Adrian Flux will tell you if you can save money on your car insurance. So thank you, Adrian Flux, for sponsoring this podcast. We love you, baby.
Yeah, so I went back home, dropped out of uni after that first year. Never really spoke to him again. Just thought that guy's an asshole, whatever. Like, I didn't really need, like you said about answer. I don't care. Like, she don't want to be friends with me. That's all right. It was just a bit odd. Like, we were so close. There's pictures of us on Instagram drinking together. It's so bizarre.
Is that the guy that posts pictures now?
No, I wish it was.
No.
This
Oh,
guy.
mate, look at this memory.
But it was so bizarre. And anyway, so I went back home, started around jobs, worked at like trampoline parks, went back to like restaurants, just dotting about, and then got really bad into drugs. I think that was something to do with like just me being sad. I just got really into drugs for like 2 years, like mad. I was having like withdrawals. I ended up in hospital, like having like brain zaps. It was the maddest shit. But I got like deep into it, and then I was like, I need to go traveling. Like, I need to get away from these drugs. So I took like the money that I had from this job, and I was like, I'm gone. And I went away for like a few months. Just went to like Budapest, like Gran Canaria, stayed there for ages. Like, just got away from it all really. And I was in Hungary, and I was in this hostel. I was like $2,000 into like an overdraft, and I was like into like a student overdraft because I was definitely a student. And I was like $2,000 into this. I wasn't for like HMRC and that, but yeah, I'm looking at this overdraft, and like I'm like, I don't have a job. I'm like, I don't have a job, and like I've got enough money to get home. Like, I'm here for like another week. So I messaged like my manager for when I was like 16, like one of my first jobs. I was like, oh, I don't suppose you got any jobs. She's like, yeah, you can start tomorrow. And I was like, well, I can't. I'm in Hungary, but like I'll start next week. And she was like, yeah. And I went back to this waiting job. And literally about 2-3 days after I started, Jay came in. Turns out he ate there quite a lot.
Okay.
And Jay came in, and like at this point, I wasn't really watching TGF that much. Like, I loved them to pieces, like when I watched them, but I wasn't like a super fan or anything. I just enjoyed their content when it came up. And Jay came in, and I can't remember what the conversation started. I was just like, I asked him if he knew this guy, because I assumed they were still friends.
You're really bothered about this fucking guy.
So
I have to fucking
Fuck this
bother him.
guy.
I don't
Yeah,
think
fuck
I
this guy.
don't think, maybe I am coming across like that, but I really don't care about him. Like, it's laughable now.
Yeah.
But like,
Bothered you at the time.
oh,
Yeah.
so bad. Yeah. Really, it was
Which
so
is
bad.
you're just
The first
reenacting
thing
that
when
moment.
you
Yeah.
met him.
And,
Yeah. Do you know him? Do you know him?
I hate him. I actually do hate him. But we so Jay come in, and I just said, like, I assume they were still friends. I was like, oh, you know this guy? And he was like, yeah, man. He was like, fucking asshole. And I was like, oh yeah, I think he's an asshole too. And he goes, how'd you know him? And I told him like the same story I just told you. And he's like, what a prick. He's like, what a fucking ass. He's like, oh, let me follow you on Instagram. Like, that'll piss him off. Because remember when you had activity on Instagram?
Oh yeah.
He was like, let me follow you on Instagram. Like, well, that'll piss him off. He's like, we should do a video sometime. And that was it. And I was like, yeah.
So you
I
became
told him,
friends to piss him off.
basically.
So this guy is like the creator of like everything.
But basically, he fucked up, and then he ended up being like one of the best things that ever happened to me. But like, that's why it's
write a song
laughable.
about that.
But like, Jay came in and said that. He was like, we should make a video sometime. So I told him I made YouTube videos, but they were shit. And he was like, yeah, it's cool. And like, just keep going. Like, consistency is key. And then we didn't speak, like, replied to a couple of stories and stuff. Like, had like brief conversations for like a year. I didn't really speak. So I was working at this restaurant.
How many subs was he on when he came in? Like,
this was like
when is this?
start of like end of 2019.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. So they were on like over 5 million at this point.
Right,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
And like Jay had said that to me, and we just sort of like reasonably kept in contact. And then New Year's Eve, he like sent me like these huge messages, bro, like just being like, you just gotta keep going, man, like keep making content, like giving me like loads and loads of advice. He didn't have any reason to do that. He didn't know me at all. Yeah. And like he replied to like a story of mine, and like we just got talking then, and then out of nowhere, about a year later, I was in a really low place. I was like, because I'd always said, like, everyone was like, what do you want to do after this job? And I was like, oh, nah, this is the last job now, I'll be famous after this. Like, sort of in jest, hoping it happened, as if I was speaking it into the world. And I'd say that the whole year I worked there, I was like, this is my last job now, I'll be famous after this, don't worry. Like, just in jest, like, joking. I was making YouTube videos, like, I'd started making made a few TikToks, but nothing serious. If anything, I'd lost, like, my love for making YouTube videos. I was just really bored of it. I was like, guess it's a normal job for me then. And then Jay messaged me one night saying, what you up to? And like that was bizarre because like it's fucking Jay.
Some fuck boy text.
Booty call.
Yeah.
He's like, what you up to, baby?
What you up to? Like, I've got a free house.
Parents out.
And he texted me. He was like, what you up to? And I was like, I'm just at work. And he goes, still at Zzz's? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, haha, not for long. And I was like, what? And then he just didn't reply. And I was like, fuck. And then I was like,
that is a fuck boy text.
I was like, I finished work at like 9. He was like, yeah, I'll pick you up. And I was like, all right. And literally, he picked me up after work, and then I never went back to my job. Like he was just like,
what? Did he abduct you?
Yeah. No, he won't let me home. Please help me.
He's actually here to help himself.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, come work for us. Like, you can just help us out with whatever like need help with. Because now I know what had happened is they put out like a tweet saying like you can apply, like we want editors, cameramen, this and this, and they were putting like together staff. And they were basically sat in a room looking through these not auditions, what they call like applications. And they were like, we can't do this because like having someone to come in that's just like a random person doesn't feel right because they're such a tight knit.
Yeah. When was this, by the way?
This like end of 2019, like November time-ish.
I think James Painter.
Yes,
I think he was making like a big spreadsheet.
That's what he was doing.
And everyone was up. Yeah, no, I remember this time. Okay, yeah.
And they were all sat in this room, and then James was like they're like, we haven't found anyone out of all of this. He was like, Jay, do you not know anyone? Jay was like, I know someone. And then he just left the room. And
why is he so mysterious?
It's just Jay.
He's so cracked.
The thing is, Jay works in Absolute. It's like, nah, this is happening now. Let's do this here. Let's do this now. Like he's just like he's on it. Like the guy just knows what he's doing. He's like, this is gonna work. Let's do that. And it's like, so he just left, and it turns out it was to message me, pick me up, and I literally never went back to my job. And like since then, like I sort of like stayed in secret for a while because then he did that hide and seek, and I like went in undercover with like the camera because obviously no one knew who I was, and then everyone after it was like, that was you. And I was pretending to be a vlogger. I was in Birmingham on my own going, what's up, guys? We're here at the hide and seek.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I was like, we're here at the TGF hide and seek. And I literally went there. I drove there at like 5 a.m. because people were going there early to find out where they hid. Like that, we went on like a mission to hide them at like midnight. And like I turned up at like 5 a.m., slept in my car till about 8. And then I went round, I just found some random people in childish hoodies, and I was like, yo, can I like come with you guys? I'm trying to find Jay and Romell. And they were like, yeah. And they still to this day comment on my videos sometimes being like, I still can't believe you but like I was just vlogging like the whole day.
So when that happened, Jay picked you up, right at that moment after, how were you like feeling? Were you like, oh shit, is this it?
Yeah, like it was mad because like obviously like I went back in, I was like, I think I cried, you know.
Did you?
Yeah, like I think I was like that because I was like so sad, and I was like, I've just got this like opportunity to like just
life changing.
Like completely life changing. And I was like, this is fucked up. This doesn't happen in real life.
Yeah. What was your living situation at the time? Were you living with your?
Yeah, I still live with mum. Yeah. But yeah, I was just sad, like, and then this came along, and it was
now
like,
you're happy
what the
living
hell
with
is going on?
Yeah,
I love my mum to bits. Like.
I was saying to Charlie earlier, it like reminds us of the situation I had with a group called XO.
Yeah.
Where you're like, how many members TGF got? Like actual TGF, is it like?
It's like Jay and Romell are like the main two. Then there's like me, Phelan, and Luke. Yeah, and then there's like editors and cameramen. So
you were like a late entry into TGF.
Yeah. 100%.
Like I was a late entry XO. So I wanted to ask you because I think I relate with you on this.
Yeah.
Were you worried about you coming into the whole? Since they're so close knit, were you worried about what people would say? Like, oh, like fuck this guy.
Oh, I got rinsed online.
Yeah,
but
really?
The thing is, like when you come into something like that, like especially like TGF is a cult following. Like it's a cult following, and like you come in, and the thing is, this is what I always got. I used to get this on like videos back in like 2018, whatever, like back then, like 2018, 17. Everyone would comment on videos like, you're just pretending to be Jay. Yeah, and I would get this so often, right? But it just turned out we were just really similar people. Like, we still are really similar people, right? And, like, so everyone just thinks I'm trying to be Jay. But it's like, we've just got a similar accent and the same medical brain condition. That's not like... But I just get rinsed because everyone's like... I still get it to this day, like, not nowhere near as much, but, like, you're just trying to be Jay. But when we started...
It's annoying, isn't it?
When I first came into a TGF video, we had the same fucking haircut, right? With, like, blonde on top, brown on the sides, everyone. And so the words B-Tech Jay Swingler came up and they just haunted my comments for ages. And, like, people came round to me, but it's the same with everything. And, like, now people, like, are fine, like...
So how did it feel at the start when you joined in all these comments? Because I know what that's like. Surely it gets to you a little bit.
If that would have happened to me in, like, 2015, I would have cried.
Yeah.
But, like, I really can't tell you it bothered me. I've had, like, a few before moments where, like, because I'm quite good at, like, adjusting my thought process. So if I was like, oh, fuck, what the fuck, why do you think that? Straight away, I'll, like, adjust and I'll be like, there's no reason to think that. Do you know what I mean? I've got quite good at that. So, like combating the feelings. So I never really bothered me, to be honest. I'm sort of like a lot of it is going to be jealousy because it's, like, such a blessing of a situation to be in. I got, like, whether it was luck or fate or whatever you call it, a bizarre set of circumstances. Like, I've just been offered this that, like, you've got, like, 6 million TGF fans that would literally kill me to be in that position. Like, they would literally tear me.
But quite literally, they would.
Oh, yeah, they would literally kill me.
So you were, like, overly overwhelmed to even care about, like, them comments.
Yeah, it was like
you were like this opportunity's great. I don't give a fuck. Like, obviously that's going to come.
Yeah.
I was like the positives were outweighing the negatives.
100%. Like, so much that's like it's like pointless. You know what I mean? Like, that's the dumbest thing ever. Like,
it comes with every job.
I think the good thing you've had is that you started YouTube 2015.
Yeah.
So you've had, like, a whole journey before this. It didn't just happen in your first
like
year.
you built up your skin before it.
Yeah, and the thing is like, I just literally never even made 1,000 subs, bro. And I even look back now, and they weren't even bad videos. I don't know. I just wasn't promoting myself. Like, I just didn't stay consistent. It was my own fault, really. I never even, like, did very well. But, like, I used to get rinsed. I did. It was sick.
But you were quite confident in. I'm sure at the start when you first came in, you weren't, like, quiet, were you?
Oh, like today? You mean,
no.
or?
So when you first joined TGF and you were in the videos.
Oh, I was cushy then. I was like
Yeah.
well into myself by then. But, like, I'd sort of found who I was by then. So that's what I mean. Like, I think if you'd have caught me at the wrong time, those comments would have literally fucked me up.
Yeah.
But, like, I knew who I was, and I was so, like, okay with who I was. Like, these comments are not going to affect me whatsoever.
Yeah, because I'm, like, an avid watcher of TGF. I've watched, like, a lot of the videos, and if you're a new person, I would expect you, like, maybe it's, like, quite quiet at the start, you know, and then you build yourself up straight away. You were fucking headbutting shit.
And
just, like,
that was me,
straight away, like, and I was just
Yeah.
thinking, you must have, like, this, like, supreme confidence or not giving a fuck that you're going to headbutt something, you don't care what fucking John in the comments has to say.
I think, like, when you are around that energy, like, you, like, match people's energy, like, when you're around, like, Jay's energy when he's in video mode, you can't not be like, you'd be headbutting shit. Like, so the first time I ever met him, we were, like, flying drones at each other. Like, the first time I ever met him, we were, like, flying drones at each other. Yeah. It was just the most bizarre shit. Like, it was just full on straight in. But, like, when you're around that energy, like, all of them are just, like, we were just so good friends straight away.
See, I feel like I'd be like that because you just get embarrassed by me so easily in public. I do stuff and they go.
No, because you're like,
No,
when
it's
you're
not.
disrespectful to waitresses and waiters,
I'm
that's
not
when you
calling
are.
them babe. It's just funny. You know what I mean?
It's not just that. There's other
No,
things where you're disrespectful.
Don't make it like
not.
I'm a cunt to people.
No.
little bit.
You're not rude. You're not rude.
Yeah, don't make it like I'm rude. I just try.
No,
little bit,
you're
a
not
little
rude.
bit.
No, he's not rude. He's a bellend. Like, it's different.
He's like,
But
you're not
no, but
rude.
even then,
He's like-
even then, I do the same kind of thing, like to waitresses
I do
and
it
waiters and
just
stuff.
because it's funny and people
'Cause you're
get really
a bellend.
embarrassed by it. Okay.
So you mean like, because I'll say love you every time I leave the McDonald's drive-thru.
Yeah,
Like, every time I go to McDonald's drive-thru, I'll
Mate,
say I
do
love
you know what's brilliant? See if you add on sweetheart or just baby, sweet cheeks sometimes to the end, they just it throws them off, and I love it. I love it. Like I because I don't care, so I thrive with embarrassing them too.
Yeah,
because I don't
yeah, oh
care.
yeah, I love that.
I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
care
yeah.
if they.
I don't
if
get
they
embarrassed. I just think, why are you doing this?
Yeah, you,
So-
the amount of times you put your head
Because I'm
hand-
thinking, why are you doing this? Because I would look at them straight in the eye and just be an idiot
Like,
as well.
You'd be embarrassed. Like I don't get embarrassed, so when I see other people get embarrassed because
Yeah,
I
look
don't
at his
care.
face. Look what you're doing to him.
okay,
Exactly.
so-
that
so-
doesn't bother me.
No, it kills us inside.
But
Sorry, that's just
imagine this, yeah? You've got 4 people that are not embarrassed by you. They're egging you on, and they're doing worse than you. So now you're like, it's toxic.
They don't even egg me on.
The
I'm
worst,
just a
the
cunt.
worst things I will not talk about a lot, like some of them, yeah. But the worst things that I've seen us do are not on camera. Like, oh my god, we've been up to some shit. But it's just like even in a room. Like, I've got like videos like we went skiing, like just before COVID, like it would have been last year now. And like I've just got videos of us like Jay drunk, like holding a log, like dancing on a fit. Like it just gets weird.
Crazy
like,
night.
Things get picked up, things get thrown. Like we like filled a bathtub with takeaway once. But like
Why?
not on camera. We just
just for a laugh.
What takeaway was it?
it was like loads of different takeaways. There was like Chinese. There was like vegan pizzas. It stunk, and it was my hotel room
So
as well.
what did it
And I had
look
to
like a
sleep.
mixture of at the end?
Vomit. It looked like vomit. It looked like it'd been eaten twice already. It was vile, and it was my hotel room, and I had to literally get towels out of the hotel room, close the bathroom door, and then put towels at the bottom of the thing to stop it smelling so bad because I was heaving in my sleep.
Why can't you get rid of it? Where did it go? Did you just leave it there?
Nah, we cleaned it up, but like this, it was stained it, bro. It was in the molecules of the
molecules?
bro. It was disgusting.
You changed the DNA of the
Bro, I
bath.
got up and the bathtub had walked out. Bathtub had gone. It had grown fucking fungus and walked out. It was disgusting. It changed colours. It tie-dye when I woke up.
Tie-dye.
It was fucking disgusting.
You look
it
like
was.
his shirt.
It was.
It looked like this.
Oh my god, it was horrible. Yeah, but we cleaned it up.
That's
yeah.
Oh,
But then the hotel room closed. The whole hotel closed. So I don't know if it's because of that.
But I think it's always best being surrounded by that energy, just people that don't care, people that don't just...
Yeah.
'cause it rubs off on you well, because it's like, if someone... It's also it works the exact opposite way. If someone's in a bad mood or someone's like overly like on edge, it makes you like that. So when no one cares, the energy really rubs off and it becomes...
And you've got these people that are like, and like they've definitely like, you know who you are, but when you like don't have to ever go back to like a work scenario and put a uniform on, you become like who you should really be, because you never have to like wear clothes you don't want to wear.
You don't have to
never
fake your personality.
Yeah, you don't have to like do this. You don't have to like take my nails off. I'd go to work and I would take my nails off because I couldn't work at a restaurant, and then I'd do them for the weekend or like for the Saturday, and then and stuff like that. When you never have to keep doing that, like you truly become like who you are. And these people like Jay and Romell, I think one of the biggest misconceptions is like, oh, these like dumb kids, they are the smartest people, bro. All of them are. They are so intelligent.
That's what I really
It's
respect
ridiculous.
about like your whole group, is that a lot of YouTubers and a lot of people are like, oh, I'm not gonna say that. Oh, I need to like, I don't want this in me messages. Oh, I like very I can't have this. Or very like they'll say they don't give a fuck, but really they do. Whereas yous actually are just living your lives, and yous are just kind of. Do you know what I mean?
I think the only way that like you really combat that like cancel culture that gets a lot of people is like I was saying about being yourself. If you're always like that, you don't get caught off guard. If you're this perfect picture that you've painted,
Literally,
this amazing, oh my God, look how pristine I am, and then you say something slightly out of place, it shocks people. Oh my God, I can't believe you just said that. Whereas if you always say dumb shit,
People aren't surprised.
And like the thing is like, there's like, as long as I've always had this thing, like I know I'm not an asshole. I know my views are good. I'm not racist, not homophobic, all this, and I know that. So no matter what I say, you're not gonna you're not gonna convince me I'm like homophobic because I said something slightly wrong. Like that doesn't mean you're not gonna make it like I'm homophobic because I've said a comment, like because I know I'm not. And like a TGF like embody that. Like we're all like so nice people. Everyone's like solid. No one's like offensive in any way. So these jokes, like they're just jokes, and you know that like to their core they're lovely people, and people know that. They give away so much money and they do all these like giveaways and all this type of stuff just out of their own pocket. Like they'll always do like giveaways. Jay just gives away £1,000 on Instagram sometimes, on Twitter sometimes. Like
Cam is looking for a PS5.
Yeah, like
He's struggling to get one. So.
Jay, if you're watching,
but like they're just like such nice people. So these jokes, like everyone knows their jokes, and they've created such a good fan base. Like over the years of people that like
they've got the most elite fan base.
Yeah, it's insane. Like because you can get away with anything because they know who they are. The fans know who they are. The jokes are just jokes. You're never going to take someone off guard by something.
I'd say Nico's probably a close second, or NDL is fucking strong.
Yeah.
NDL's strong. True. Like they are, especially as you just kind of experiment with.
I think because they're so new as well. Like it's such like it's like happened so quick that like they're all such active members.
And it's such an easy thing to get behind. Just NDL. It's just three fucking letters. NDL.
Well, maybe that's why TGF's got it as well. Maybe it's a 3-letter thing.
ASI.
Oh my God!
Welcome back to ASP, guys. ASP.
Can we get ASP in the comments,
BBC?
BBC.
There's something in it, you know.
The KKK.
Maybe
Powerful movement. Yeah,
moving on. That's why I changed my name to Lou on Spotify. Yeah, you know what I mean?
LOU. Yeah. I think that's actually, you make such an important point about having like the same kind of behaviours, because I was speaking to someone earlier this week and I said, I find it very, it's quite peak actually, that say for example, like this cancel culture stuff that does occur and does happen. For me, like, I personally now my approach and my attitude towards it is that like you simply cannot be cancelled if you just don't care enough. Like people who want to jump on you will forget after a couple of days anyway. You know, like I did a video recently with Ethan, and basically alluded to just mocking Riot Scum for probably about 10 seconds of the video.
Yeah.
And then I did a whole other video, just literally fit that in to clickbait it. But his fans just went in on me, like in.
Yeah.
And I don't care.
I
Like,
think-
I just didn't care. But they were like trying to say like it was Asian
care
hate.
about
Okay, yeah,
No,
comments.
but I didn't. This time, like when I say to you, like when I literally just sat there and I like laughed. But people trying to say that like because I used to do kung fu when I was younger.
Yeah.
But people were saying, "Oh, you only taught him how to do kung fu because he's Asian." I was like, no. I was just like, just no. It's just, people saying stop Asian hate. I was just like, well, what the hell are you on about?
What's something about like knowing you're not like you're not racist.
Not
so
even
it shouldn't
remotely.
matter. Like, I think you don't get. I don't think you can possibly be like cancelled for like a comment, right?
Yeah.
I think you can be cancelled for like who you are. Like if you are genuinely racist.
Yeah. See, because they're the comments that bother me as well.
You're already here.
Whenever like like when people say you're this, you're that, it doesn't bother me. I don't get it.
Sorry, we just had a romantic moment.
Oh no, because I was saying when people say them comments, they're like, "Oh, you're this, you're that." You know what you are, but it's when people come for you as a person, it's a bit different. Like people can cancel me or get upset for me for jokes. It doesn't bother me. It's when they come for me as a person. I'm like, you don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think like you can and should be sort of like, I guess cancelled's a bad word, but like, do I think you should have a platform? Some people should. No, but I don't think that's necessarily cancelling. I think if you're an asshole, and you're just a prick, and you're a prick to the people around you, and you're not a nice person, like there is people like that who have platforms.
So many.
Ellen
And I'm not-
DeGeneres.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm not saying like go and cancel these people, but it's like if you make a joke and you know you're not homophobic and you make a joke by accident, like that doesn't make you homophobic. If someone's actually homophobic, like fuck you kind of thing.
You end up cancelling yourself though. But my
yeah.
point that I was going to make was that I feel like people who actually try to show the best example and also try to fight for the most like equality and all these kind of things, those kind of people genuinely, as like knight in shining armors, like people who are online, if that's genuinely their intention, not necessarily being performative, those people are the first people to get cancelled if they say
100%.
something
Yeah,
slightly.
Bullshit. It's
And
not
it's
bullshit.
such bullshit. It's such bullshit.
So my thing is, like, I'm trying to find a fine line right now, and I have like recently, it's like because like I like to advocate for a lot of things, like. Do you know what I mean? Like gender fluidity and like all this type of stuff. Like I've never been a masculine guy or type of stuff, and I want to put that out there and be like, it's okay to be like this, because I get a lot of comments of it like, oh, like I paint my nails because you, like I started wearing pink because you, all this type of stuff.
You posted an Instagram picture and you said fuck toxic masculinity kind of
But
thing.
the problem is like you run the risk of becoming like one of those people that's like, oh, here we go again.
Yeah.
So you have to like keep it authentic. Like don't preach about things that you genuinely don't. If you don't care about it, don't I'm not saying you have to be like I'm against homophobia and like that's one of the things like I'll like try and combat. But like if it's not personal to me, like it doesn't mean I'm homophobic because I don't want to preach about it. And like people get so caught up in like trying to attack everything.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like there's those people and you look at their Instagram stories and like you don't actually care about these things.
Yeah.
You want people to think you care about
That's
these things.
that's performatism.
That's the difference.
Yeah,
Like,
it's active. It's them influencers that think they're helping the world by putting like 2 things on their stories. It's like, no.
but what actually
like,
happens is because you've been doing this for 10 days straight about 10 different things that like we know you don't really care about. You're stopping
literally.
people listening.
We know it's bullshit. You know it's bullshit.
Yeah. So like, yeah, exactly. Like I'm not saying
just
like
be honest. Just be like, yeah, I'm just spreading
Yeah.
the word, whatever. Like, don't fucking just try bullshit. Like, oh, my fucking grandfather was 1/8 this. This means a lot to me. Shut the fuck
yeah,
up. No,
exactly. Like it's like that's the thing.
The thing is, my personal attitude is that, like, obviously you know that that's the thing, but I wouldn't. I used to. I was sort of like, do you really care that much? But then now I just see it as like, okay, spread your awareness and move, kind of thing. But at the end of the day, it's just like it's social media. It's an echo chamber. It's only going to go out to their demographic. If you're going to sit there and be like, oh fuck, then you're just wasting your energy on it. Do you know what I mean?
I'm not even saying like don't like share that type of stuff, but it's like there is those people that like you're making it about you somehow.
Yeah.
Like you've got these people. It's like okay,
that.
like you share something about like something that's happening in the world. Yeah, like you share it out. Like you spread that awareness. That's fine. Like I completely appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's things that we wouldn't know about if it wasn't for social media. Use that power.
Yeah,
When you've got 10 stories and like you're talking about other people and then they attack other people. Oh, why aren't you sharing this? Oh, your favourite influencers don't support this. They're all cunts. It's like, you don't fucking care either.
Yeah.
Don't come with me with that fucking bullshit.
Don't back off.
It's
You
awful.
don't care. Back
It's
off.
awful. It's like,
so annoying.
I shared 3 more petitions than you. It's like, fuck off.
So transparent, bro. It's so transparent.
What was that? What's that?
Agreement.
Oh, you went,
Yeah, no, as in like you know when the whole BLM stuff was happening.
Yeah.
I had signed quite a few petitions. Whether they made a difference, I hope they did. but then I did some donation stuff, but privately. Like, I didn't have to put it all over my story. And some people were just like, have you actually donated anything? I was just like, yes, I just didn't put that post this amount online, didn't have to put it on my story that I gave this money to this charity for that, just so that you could be happy that I've potentially helped pay someone else.
Yeah, and it's not even like they're making it about them. So it's like it's not even like oh, I'm sharing this because I care about it. Now it's like you're not doing it. Look what I'm doing. And it's like how have you made this about you? Like what the fuck?
Yeah. Anyway, I would like to talk to you a little bit more about your music.
Yeah.
In the form of a small game, if that's all right.
That's
by
game.
You. Yeah.
Okay.
So lads, basically what I've done is no looking.
Sorry, no, I was just sort of...
Is it fill in the lyrics?
It's match the lyric to the song. So I'm going to read you in spoken word, and you're going to have to tell me what song it is. I'm not going to sing it.
Wait, is this his own songs?
Yeah, his own songs.
Well, that truly fucking knows it.
Fucking hope so. Yeah, he said he wasn't that good at it, but then he was actually like going through them. So maybe you're actually not that
Maybe
good.
I do actually know my own songs.
Okay. All right. The first one is the best.
What?
Version of me is just hungry. So damn hungry.
Kidding.
What is that about? I'm starving. It finished off.
What, that lyric or the song?
Yeah. The best version of me is hungry. So damn hungry. I'm starving.
I think he was hungry.
The whole song was it? Yes, I was just so
really wanted
hungry,
that takeaway that was in the.
Yeah. I wrote it because like it was like that was just after like the TGF thing started, and it was like I always used to say to people since I was like 13, I was like, oh, I'm gonna like make something for myself, kind of thing, like that old like classic thing. I always just be like. I used to go to mum and be like, I'll be famous one day. And she'd go, I know. And that was it. And everyone would be like, what for? And I'd be like, I don't know yet. And it's weird because I couldn't have known that because it was like TGF is what like did it. But I always used to say that. It was like just a bizarre little thing I always used to say. And like the main lyrics of that song is, I said I want it and you went and said I didn't. So I went and told him that I'd show you in a minute. I told him I show up, I wasn't kidding. Did you think I was kidding? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
you're gonna kill this game.
Like,
I was joking.
Like, do you think I was joking kind of thing?
Yeah.
No,
I love that.
Yeah.
Number 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you get 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you get 4 out of 4, you get a kiss from Yoshi. Okay.
Right. Who has chlamydia, by the way? He has chlamydia and herpes.
Oh my God, same. Fucking hell. So you're safe. All right. You can't do this. You can't do that. You can't wear those. Go take them back.
Boys in Pink.
Yeah. Now talk to us about that because I feel like that's actually on topic of what we were just talking about.
Yeah, that song was
Boys
just
in
about
Pink.
like toxic masculinity. To be fair, in general, like I just like since I was young, I never really like accepted it. I like when I was younger, I was quite feminine. I grew up with like 13 girl mates in my street, and like we would like play like.
You got siblings?
Yeah, I've got one sister. Well, I've got one sister and 2 brothers now, but back then I only had one sister. So I had like a sister and like a mom. My dad was like worked quite long hours, and then I was just hung around loads of girls. So I just was naturally quite feminine. How it was, like we'd play kitchens and whatever else. And I'd go to school and they'd be like, "You want to play football?" I'd be like, "Yeah, what the fuck?" and it was straight away like, "You're gay." Like that was it. Like you're gay, or like slur versions of that.
I probably should have knew I was bi when I used to want to play families in the playground.
Yeah, but but that's the type of stuff I enjoyed, like doing little drama plays and stuff like that. And then I go to school and everyone playing football, and I'm like,
when I did drama acting in school, I was like, I'm the only straight person here. And then looking back at it, I was like, it makes so much more sense. I was like, it makes so
wasn't.
much more. I wasn't. I was like, I'm the only normal one.
You were the straightest person in that room.
I was, bro.
Fucking hell, that must have been a gay room like that.
There wasn't much guys in drama, to be fair. They were either like gay people or like school shooter vibes.
Oh
yeah.
You know
the best kind of room.
You know exactly what I mean. It's like the
100%.
emo kids have also always got a monster on them.
Yeah.
I hated that noise. I wasn't looking. I was
And
like,
they'll always be like, I didn't sleep last night, and you go, okay.
And they were really getting into character. And they were never ever interested in drama. Never. Like they didn't care about the
life
drama.
was just drama. That was it.
Yeah, that one was just about toxic masculinity, really. I think I grew up and I was like, you always got called like, to my friends, I'm always the gayest straight guy they know. I'm like, that's just me. That's my brand. But like, I always just grew up and I just was like scared of, you're scared of like looking feminine because like, oh, you might be gay, as if that was some sort of like, I was the worst thing in school. Yeah. If you were going to be gay, oh my God, like what the heck? You were so scared of it.
I kind of relate to it. Like, I'm kind of looking quite Barry Brexit right now. But before Sidemen ruined my hair, I was probably quite less tatted, zero tatted. But, but the kind of like aesthetic, like I vibe with that kind of stuff a lot. But my dad was always just like, oh, it's fake and feminine. Like, you know, like when I got my nose pierced and he just didn't talk to me, kind of stuff like that. Where I'm just like, why? And my mum was just like, I don't get it. I feel like you're just trying to do something. Like my mum still supports it. She doesn't really care. But my dad was just like, you are being gay. for no reason. I'm just
You're
like,
being
I
gay.
like vagina.
See, like, I was opposite.
And
Like,
he's
I
just
grew up.
like
My
that.
mom would like. My mom dyed my hair for me when I was like 7, 8 years old.
Really?
So I wanted
That's
to have my hair,
goals.
Yeah. My mom like used to bleach my hair. I've always bleached my hair like literally constantly because I just don't like brown hair. But like, my mom
sorry.
dyed my hair back then. It's all right. Just don't look at me. I like always like bleached my hair and stuff, and I got like loads of piercings, and then like it just like it just got out of control. But yeah, you're right. Everyone like thinks you're doing it for like a reason. Everyone
it's
seems to think I've got like an agenda.
Yeah, fucking someone in my life
I just
another
wanna
day
exist.
someone went, did it make you as different as you think you'd be? And I went, I just like the colour pink, mate. What the fuck do you mean? Like I was thinking I was going to become some fucking demon overlord. When I did it.
But you're gonna start floating.
I was like, I just like the colour pink. And I went in his profile and he had long hair and a beard. I went,
Demon overlord.
The bisexual fucking overlord.
I literally went,
Bye, man.
yeah, he just had the longest hair and he was like that. I was like, you're like a fucking Viking for a trust fund, mate.
Viking of the Trust Fund. Right, number
Next
3. This one's kind of cute. I'm actually looking at the boy.
Do you actually
Wow,
expect
Winky!
him- do you actually
Nah.
expect him to not know the lyrics to his own songs?
Oh yeah, trust me. You get some absolute rascals sometimes. They write their songs. Anyway, it's more of a talking point. You can talk about it after. I remember myself getting butterflies. How could I compete with the other guys?
Fuck me up, kind of love.
Nice. Now, what's that about? That whole thing.
That was about like actually it didn't even become a relationship. But it was like a relationship like right before lockdown. And
This song seems like infatuation, like pure infatuation.
it
from
was
what I've
like
seen.
I was like in love with her, and when she like broke it off, and she like went with like another guy, and like it all got out, and it was like 2 different people to be fair, like in like the same night at like a party and all this like mad stuff. And this was way before lockdown. It actually was. I'm not lying because of.
Yeah.
It actually was before lockdown.
Support
They don't give a shit.
Yeah. Oh, it's all right then. But no, it actually was before lockdown.
Support bubble.
Yeah, sorry, my support bubble. No, this was before lockdown, and she just left, and like it slipped me back into like I started drinking, like did drugs again, like not heavily, but I just slipped, and like I just felt myself like I was just getting fucked up constantly, and like it's that fuck me up kind of love. Like when she left, like it fucked me up kind of thing, and that whole song's about that, like just me being in love with a person that I clearly wasn't right for her.
More of like an intimate like question, like a bit deeper. So with like ADHD, what you have with like hyperfocus, and sometimes like I don't know exactly what it is, but like a symptom of it would be like, I'm trying to think of the exact word, but it's like more intense emotions. So like it's like one way towards this, one way towards that.
Yeah.
Do you find yourself easily falling in love with people?
Yeah, so quick. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like there's a lot that I learned about like how I act and how I am in relationships through like ADHD. Like it's so surprising how like if anyone's got it, like Google ADHD in relationships, it's crazy how clear it is for your mind.
See, I see
know that
TikToks
stuff.
about it all the time, being like ADHD in relationships, and I'm like, yeah, but it is also kind of vague to the point where like that could also apply to any relationship.
Yeah.
Like I'm on the fence between, but it does.
There
affect
is
the
some like
relationship so
there
much.
is such good systems, such good articles I like got like into like got so deep into like makes you understand like why you're feeling certain things. But I'm like I know I love you in like the first few days. Like I'm like straight away because I can read people as well. I'm quite good at reading
For me,
people.
it's like a light switch. It goes like 0 to 100. Like,
Yeah.
it just happens.
I think like I'll know straight away. Like I'm quite good at reading people, and like I just straight away I'm like that's it. It's time. We're in love. But like this one was like probably like a month or so. I knew, but like it was like for maybe a month or 2 months, and then it got cut off, and I was sad about it. So I wrote a song.
Read me.
What?
Read me.
No, I wouldn't say that on the podcast. I know what you're thinking.
So naughty. All right.
So is that,
one.
is that
Yeah,
3 out
sorry.
of 3 so far?
That's 3 out of 3.
Yeah.
It's the final one. Yeah.
It's like Bradley Walsh on the Chase.
Yeah, Can we have a
drum
heartbeat? I went.
That was really good. Fucking
Yeah,
hell.
you like that.
I'm tired of you.
That was literally it.
Oh yeah, we know that one. Yeah,
I
yeah.
love that song so much. It's
Yeah.
fucking class.
Thank you, bro.
I just
I've got a song coming out next week as well.
I was just
Do you?
about to
Yeah,
mention the
Let's talk
28th
about
of
that
May.
then.
Yeah, and I've got a feature from someone who is like signed to a label and stuff.
KSI.
Lil Peep.
No, younger one. Have you heard of him?
Yeah.
He
No, I
did a song with Jay. as
Yeah,
well.
he's involved with like Jay's and
Yeah, he's got like millions of monthly listeners and that, like, but it's just a pretty big deal.
A good,
to be fair.
little collab. There.
Yeah. Oh, it's so fun, and I like we made friends. Like, I know him in real life, and that.
Can you give us an insight of like what that song is about?
That song is not as deep as those ones. That song's about like just kind of like living while you're young, kind of thing.
Having
I kind of wanted
fun.
to, yeah. Well, it's more just getting fucked up, really. Like that is the lyrics. Like, I just like I think people take their youth too seriously and not try and like make some like just have fun, man, and like go out and just get fucked up.
That's probably
like.
my biggest like not regret, but like think something I wish I told like younger me. I've got a lot of
But
regrets.
that sounds
Like
depressing.
I wish I like just told younger myself just not to give as much.
Bro, you're 21.
Yeah.
Literally,
No,
bro.
no. I mean like me and
You
school,
sound
like,
like
to
you're
tell me,
retired. Like, I
Like
wish
to,
I
to not care as much as
Oh,
I did
okay.
then. Like I was so paranoid and anxious over what people thought about me. all the
Yeah,
time.
like the song's about like go out, like get
Proper
drunk
rising
and like
foundation.
go on road trips and have picnics and have girlfriends and.
I need to
sleep
learn
at
how
beach.
to
so
drive.
friends.
I don't want to do that.
I saw the music video you were on set for. Was it you posted on your Instagram? Was it yesterday? You
Yeah,
posted
yeah,
that?
yeah. So we just like for that day, what we did is we just like lived and we recorded it. So like we got up and like we went to like the waterfalls. We were
thought-
jumping in
Where?
waterfalls in Wales. Like we live
Oh,
near
I was
Wales.
about to say, where the
so-
fuck do we
Um,
go walk?
It looked class. The set.
Yeah, it was mad. And then we just got drunk and like we filmed it. We just got absolutely mangled for
bad.
a business.
Business
purposes.
expense.
Yeah, yeah,
Business
yeah.
expense, all
And
that
we-
covers, yeah.
And we sort of like tried to just embody what the song's about, which is just how we still live a little bit. But yeah, like
Yeah.
just going out, just vibing. Like
Is the music video out on the 28th as well?
it's out the Sunday after.
The Sunday after.
So yeah, the song's out on the Friday and the music video's out on the Sunday. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so we'll
Pre-save it. Do you want to put the pre-save
Yeah.
link down below?
Yeah, if you want.
everybody pre-save it right now.
Pre-save that or you're a pussy.
Yes.
Still young.
One thing that I was wanting to ask, because we're speaking about downstairs, and we do this every time, don't we? We speak about stuff downstairs and we go, podcast, say it for the podcast, say it for the podcast, but we're just talking about your tattoos. And I just
Yes.
want to know, because I always love asking people, like your favourite tattoo, your least favourite, the most stupid
Let's
one.
do one at a time.
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
I'll-
okay,
I'll-
okay, okay.
I'll
What
the
do you
first
want
one.
first?
What's your favourite one in your whole body? I don't know if you've got any under your top, obviously. I'm assuming
What do
you
these
think
ones
it's-
mean?
I have. Oh, it says stay different.
Stay different.
I don't know. I got
Quite
that one, like, I
self-explanatory.
hated that when I first
Steal
got
the
it.
piss.
What?
Yeah, what do these men? I was like quite self-explanatory.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
To
Well,
be fair, that helped me because it's upside down. I couldn't read it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, and if I lose an arm, if I lose a limb, I'm fucked. The tattoos make
different.
no sense. But yeah, it says just stay different. I don't know. It's
What,
always
they're your
something I
favourite?
sort of like. No, no, no. Who that? Did you
no,
just
no,
ask?
No, I was just saying. What
Oh
does-
yeah, yeah. Sorry, I don't really know.
Favorite tat, bro.
I've got.
Surely
I've got
there's
a few
one that's,
favorites.
like,
to be fair, I
all of
like this. This is quite a new one. I've got Smile under
I like
here.
that one.
But I think like I've always been quite like a smiley person, and I think the first time you see my face is me with a smile and a smile underneath it, and I just thought that was quite cool.
That is cool.
Um,
That's
And,
cool.
and my mom, like, she's like been funny about tattoos
Oh.
not super funny. She's been like fine with them, but like when I got that one, she like looked at me and she was like, "Oh, I like that one." I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" You sure?
What's that one?
Which one's there?
Oh, see, this is so hard. I'm just gonna take a quick
Okay.
picture.
Take a picture.
This is my camera roll's gone weird. Oh,
Yo, I don't.
Why is it?
me on the toilet.
This one.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's my initials over the top of each other.
Ah.
So in my book, when I was in my English book and stuff, I was just like write my initials, and I always just be like, "That's gonna be my signature." It wasn't, but it's like an L A and a W over the top of each other, and I got it on my hand as well. But then I got it on my neck because I ran out of ideas clearly. But no, I've
It's
always
very
always
intense.
liked it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Can
So-
you tell people what you do when you're drunk, like with your
I
with
just
your
tattoo myself.
He does
yeah,
a lot of
yeah.
bad things.
By a lot of naughty things.
Yeah, when you said that, I was like, "Oh God, what do you know?" But no. Yeah, I just tattoo myself. Yeah,
You got yourself a tattoo gun, didn't you?
yeah,
for-
yeah. I
for
got myself a
lockdown?
tattoo gun. It was actually the one that I don't know if you there's a TGF video and it was tattooing
Oh,
off-roading.
shit, yeah.
It's actually that gun. And I like messaged Jay at the start of lockdown. I was like, I need to borrow that because I need some tattoos. Like,
much
and I
did
just
that
started
cost?
tattooing myself. The tattoo gun was like £100 or something like that.
Just
To be
So
fair, you're
that's why I
saving
invest-
money.
Yeah.
Are you good at art? Like I'm
oh, no.
shit, so mine just look awful.
Oh no! Look at that.
I'll
that's
just take a
way
picture
that's
so
way
that-
better than I do.
Do you want to put my dick away? Or? Yeah. I'm not terrible at art, but like I want this leg. I'm just gonna fill this leg with just shit. I want to make a TikTok actually tomorrow and be like,
Oh,
top comment.
I've not
I'll
seen.
tattoo.
Oh, that's
Oh,
cool.
I'm gonna get
Yeah,
top
yeah,
comment on
yeah.
that fucking TikTok.
There's a guy that's been doing it. Like he does like top comment. He tattoos himself every single day. He's been doing it
Oh
for
yeah,
like
yeah. That's where I got that
40
idea. Yeah.
days
Oh,
or
I
something
stole
like
that. Yeah.
He's been doing it like 40 days in a row now. I
I
was
was
like,
gonna do.
he's probably gonna regret it at the end of the year, but still.
Yeah, I'd see like everyone always said like, oh, there was always a thing like, oh, what if you regret them? And it's like if I do, there's nothing I can do about it, so it doesn't really matter because I'll get
Exactly.
over it. But like my
And you're gonna die. So.
the only tattoo I like kind of like regret. Like, I think I'd still have it, but like this one here is like a film clapperboard,
Yeah.
and I got it when I started like uni. But it's such a funny story.
You got your
Oh
own
my
poor
god! Like
tattoos
a
on
film
you.
studio, like.
Well,
I'm
like,
here.
yeah, exactly. but like it was a big. I like to.
Film studio.
So like all mine are like related to like well most of them like a lot of them some are just patterns but a lot of them are just like related to like things that happen like tiny little bits.
That's just
Um,
a film.
But like I started film at uni, so I was like, all right, that'll go on like the sketchbook that is my life. And these guys were coming in with like tattoos. It was uni, everyone was getting tattoos, and I was like, these mad tattoos. And I was like, where are you getting these guys? And they were like, oh, it's down the road, like next to the shop. And I was like, mad. I saw like 3 or 4 people, and they were like all going to this tattoo studio, and they were sick tattoos. And I was like, man, I need to go there, right? So I went to this shop, and I went in, and I was like, oh, I just want this clapperboard. And the guy goes, is that it? And I was like, yeah, man. And he was like, just that. And I was like, yeah, man. I was like, I don't know what to tell you, bro. I just want this. And he was like, yeah, it's fine. And as he's tattooing it, bro, he's just scribbling like this, like this big black fucking blob on my arm. And he's like looking up at the clock and he's like, and I went, can you just like look, please? And he went, I know what I'm doing. And I was like, all right. And he just carried on. I was like, what the fuck
Was
is
that your
Bob's
first? Was that
place?
your first one? Or
No,
was
no,
it
I was just like maybe 5 or 6 in, maybe.
Okay.
But like, he started tattooing it, and like, it's a bit wonky, and it's like a black blob. Anyway, I come out, and like, I was walking with my friend around the thing, and I was like, this tattoo's shit. I was like, it's a fucking shit place, that. And he goes, what'd you get there for? And I was like, well, you all got tattoos there? And he's like, no. And he points, and the tattoo shop they went to is over the road, bro.
Oh.
The tattoo shop I went to got shut down 2 months after I got the tattoo, bro. It was shit, yeah. And the guy, like that whole time, and I was like, did everyone go
He
there?
was
It's
literally
like,
counting down to the shop closing.
yeah. And he's like, why is he coming in here? Like, I was so pissed off, bro. Not that it'd been much better, but I just feel like I could have got it done better. Like, there was this all white ink, but because of my skin, it's just gone. It's just shit. Yeah. But,
What's on your wrist? It looks like a website. Oh, Wanderlust.
oh, that's the most white girl tattoo. Don't you?
Why have you got Wanderlust? It's in the same font as Tumblr.
Yeah, I've seen it on Tumblr. Fully said like, well,
You actually seen it on Tumblr?
bro, it's like my 3rd tattoo, yeah. And I saw the picture, and some guy was probably a woman holding a compass, yeah, like this, and she had Wanderlust on her wrist. And I was like, oh my god, I want to travel too. Oh my god. I was like, do it like this. And like, honestly, it's like I don't regret it because I don't regret any of them, but like I just it was. And do you know what I did?
What?
I got a compass and I recreated the picture and I tweeted it. But that Twitter's gone now because of the embarrassment. Of one thing I posted on it. I was like, oh my god, I want to try. I got a compass here as well. I was like, oh my god, in case I get lost. It's like the fucking dumbest shit.
Does all your tattoos have a meaning, or are they just cool, or a bit of both? Like,
I'd say like honestly, like I think they look random from the outside, but the more you like depict them, I'd say like 80% have meaning. Obviously, these are sort of just like
Yeah.
patterns and stuff like that. I've got like a line that just goes all the way down my spine. I don't know what I thought it was just in case I need an operation. I know where to go. I don't know why.
That's what Conor McGregor's got.
I don't know. Yeah, he's got like, but it's just a line. Like, goes straight to my ass cheeks. It's just a line.
Right, all the way down.
All the way down.
Did that hurt?
Yeah. Oh,
like,
yeah.
Scissors like cut here.
Yeah, I want to get like it built on, but like I've just done a black line, so I don't really know where to go from there. but-
I seen a tattoo of a guy who had like 2 fingers stuck together, and he got like the cut here thing.
Yeah, that's
tattoos.
sick. I like people get it on their toes. as well,
Sick?
and people have like toes
Sick?
that stick together.
It's
Yeah.
fucking awful. If your fingers are stuck together.
No, like
Yeah.
Oh,
What are you gonna do
like
to
web
it?
fingers.
like he's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
like born like that. So he
Oh,
just
he was
got,
born like that. I thought you meant like he'd done it and then.
Oh,
got,
no.
Oh, right.
Fingers were, like, born
Some
like that, so then he-
customisation.
So then he got tattooed like cut here.
Oh, right, that's
It's
fine.
quite- it's quite-
All right,
it's quite
that's
cool.
fine. I thought it was more of just like he could just do like
Oh,
Star Trek.
yeah.
I was just like, you're an
Yeah.
idiot.
Nah, most of them have got meaning. To be fair, most of them have got meaning in some way or another.
Right, well, do you want to take this into audio only?
Yes, I think we should do that.
Yeah, well, thank you very much for listening to this podcast. Shall we put the pre-save link in the description?
Yeah,
Right.
just
What
please,
do you
please,
want?
please pre-save his new song. It's very. If you don't listen to it, it's very enjoyable music.
Yeah, and Lewis, do you want to take one audio only?
Yes, everyone, go over to Spotify and Apple Podcasts, preferably Spotify, so we can get that money. Thank you. Head over to Antisocial over on Spotify, and we'll see you there. Yes.
Beautiful.